What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of Crestoria video. Just wanted to make a quick update video because we did get another post tonight. I wasn't sure if we'd get one tonight, but I was kind of hoping, with how everything is kind of scheduled out, that we'd probably see a post tonight. We did hit the global pre-registration goal of 300,000. Now, I don't know if we actually hit this, or if this is just them kind of putting this out there, because essentially these pre-registration campaigns aren't really to, like, yes, they are to see, how many people will pre-register, but it's really to just get a gauge on how many people are actually going to play the game. And putting goals out there gives people a reason to be excited about the game and want to play it. But I've never seen a gacha game not give all the pre-registration goals that they have set, even if you don't see them publicly post about it. But whether we actually hit this goal or not, because let's see, it took us how long to get to 150,000? Where is it? Okay, so May 19th, so that was 5 days ago. So it took us close to a month to get 150,000, and then 5 days later, we double that. So unless their promotion game was completely insane, I find it hard to believe that we did that. But either way, we are getting all of the rewards here. So we get 10 tickets. If you played the beta, excuse me, you know what those tickets look like. I'm not sure if that means we're going to have 20 tickets, or if the tickets, the 10 we already had in the beta, are just the ones we'll get for this. But we'll see when the game launches shortly here. But that's another thing I want to talk about, is the possible release time frame that we could be looking at. So a lot of people have informed me that gacha games tend to come out on Thursdays. So even though we don't have a date yet, a lot of gacha games like to put out a date, pretty decently in advance. But, if we look at games like Tales of the Rays and stuff like that, they've literally dropped those games on the drop of a hat. So this could honestly drop at any time, but we only have one thing left that we're waiting for, and that is Orwin's trailer. His character trailer, because we got Yuna's trailer on the 20th, so 4 days ago. And if you look at the Japanese website for Crestoria, it does show that Orwin's trailer is going to be dropping tomorrow night. It's going to be the 26th in Japan. It'll be the 25th here in the States where I live. When that trailer drops, it should be tomorrow, roughly 24 hours as of recording this video. So we should get Orwin's trailer, and then possibly with Orwin's trailer, maybe we'll get the release date. Maybe they could just tag it on to the end of his trailer. But other than Orwin's trailer, we have nothing left that we're waiting for. All the pre-registration goals are met. The beta has been done for a while. We know all of the gameplay modes and everything in the game. The only thing we kind of don't know is how the limited missions are going to be, because those are obviously going to be events, and we're going to have to wait till the first event in the game to know about that, but that's not something we need revealed to us. Anything they need to reveal about the game is already done. The Twitter recently passed 10,000 followers, which I'm very happy to see. It shows that people are interested in this game, and also that Bandai's promotion game is strong. I've been seeing all kinds of promotion through YouTube ads, through Twitter ads, just everything. They're trying to promote it everywhere they can, which I love. They really want this game to be a success. Whether it's a shared server or not, they want this game to be popular, and that was made apparent when they first started talking about Tales of Arise. And, it was with Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, when they were talking about how they were going to do a global release of that game. Even though it's just like a remaster of an old game, they talk about how they want Tales to be more accepted worldwide, because obviously it's a huge thing in Japan. It's up there with stuff like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, but over here in the States, it's kind of a very niche kind of franchise. It does have a following, but not as big as, even Final Fantasy over here is way bigger than Tales over here. So that's kind of their goal here, especially with this. So that's why they really want this game to succeed, because Crestoria can be a great gateway, especially with the gaming community, how it is now with mobile games. A lot of people are playing gacha games, so this would be a great way to have an original story for Tales, get people into this franchise, interested in these new in the characters in general, because if people like the characters, if people like Velvet, Yuri, Lloyd, Shing, Cress, Stan, Leon, all these characters, they're going to be like, okay, I liked this returning character in this game. I'm going to go play their original game. So it's a great way to, and, obviously at that point, then people are going to be like, oh, localize these games and bring them to modern consoles. So that could be a way for, like a Kingdom Hearts collection type thing to happen for some of the older Tales titles on the new consoles, which would be great. But overall, this is a great thing for the Western side of Tales. It's definitely going to start gaining more popularity through this mobile game. I really feel like it will. And it'll be just interesting to see where things go from here. Now, as for a release time, because I mentioned before, Thursday being a release time, I don't think this Thursday was when the game would come out. That would be very short notice. I would not complain. And that would fall in line with... that would more or less fall in line with that leaked release date that we saw. If you aren't sure what I'm talking about, in the Crestoria beta, when you first booted up the beta, if you went to the Tales of History part where you could see the release dates of all the Tales games up till Crestoria, an update got rid of it, but before the update happened, it did say 5/27, which is this Wednesday. So that could be like Wednesday night and then Thursday in Japan. So that could be a release time we could be looking at. I don't think they drop it that fast, because that would literally be like a day and a half after. Or actually, it'd be like, what? It would be 2 days after Orwin's trailer. I would not complain, but that just seems very short notice. I would say our best bet would be the following Thursday. So maybe Wednesday the 3rd for us, like late at night, and then it'll be the 4th in Japan. I would say around there. I would say at the latest, if they're still sticking with early June and there's been no complications due to the pandemic, I would say June 7th is where I'm still kind of aiming for in terms of what I believe we could see, because there were also some other things where there were some pictures flown around. Not going to share them or tell you where to find them, but there were some like possible data mine banners and stuff that had stuff for the 13th. So there is a chance at stuff with that. But other than that, that's really all I have to say about this. It's all very exciting that we are finally in the final stretch for Tales of Crestoria's release. I can't wait to start playing. As for how content is going to work for the game, I want to kind of throw this out there. My initial plan, I'm not going to start streaming the game right away. I feel like streams will kind of be saved with how I do like Tales of the Rays when new story chapters come out and stuff like that. Although with this game, I probably won't do full story chapters on streams, because the story chapters in this game are incredibly long. Like, it's going to take you several hours just to get through one chapter if you just play it straight through. So I think I'm going to do normal gameplay playthrough style, where I make a 20 to 30 minute video on a section of the story, and we just kind of play through it that way. But I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to want that to work, because unlike a normal Tales game, there's going to be points where I have to go, well, actually, it would kind of be the same as a normal Tales game. I'm going to have to go grind XP for my teams, build up different teams. So it's not going to be like a consistent, every day I have a new video up for the next part of the story. Because from what I understand, there's 6 chapters of the story currently in the game. And, I'm obviously not going to get through that in like a week. That's going to be something probably over the first month or two. It'll take me that long to get up there. Which is another thing I want to mention, that do not, kind of like, unlike Tales of the Rays, do not expect a brand new story chapter every single month, because these chapters are fully voiced. So I feel like a new story chapter is going to be every 2 to 3 months. And then in between that, we'll get the side story. So if you play the beta, you know that Cress had his own side story that isn't voiced. So they could do stories like that, where we follow along, side characters that aren't part of the original cast for Crestoria, and we kind of see what's going on in their stories, and it's a way for us to get currency and stuff like that. Plus, we'll have limited events, which we'll see how those work as time goes on. But yeah, so each video I make will probably be about 20-30 minutes, and I'm going to try not to do any story videos for the first week, because I want to let players kind of get through some of the game first before, my videos might possibly start spoiling. Even though I'm not going to go with spoiler titles or spoiler pictures for my thumbnails, I do want to give people the chance to kind of play through the game first before they start seeing my playthrough. we'll definitely do streams on the game. I'll just have to decide how I do it. Maybe when the tower gets reset every month, I'll do like a stream where I do the tower, we do some PvP, maybe play some, other stuff like that, some events. But I'll definitely find a way to do some stream stuff with the game. But, yeah, we're in the final stretch. When we have an official release date, maybe with the Orwin trailer tomorrow, I will definitely make a video. And maybe I'll make a video compiling all 6 of the trailers, where we just watch through them together and we kind of speculate what each character's trailer could possibly mean. I'm not going to talk about story spoilers just yet, not until we're actually into the game and we're some chapters in, because obviously I did play through the entire first chapter, but I don't want to spoil that for people who haven't played yet. But that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you're excited. Let me know when you think this game is going to be coming out. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see y'all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.